Hey guys, what's up? Brian here, back with another video, and today I'm going to talk about this.
Die, potato.
As you guys saw in the whole intro there, I bought, or you might have seen this in the selfie stick update video, I bought a $20 smartwatch. So basically, if you look up on Amazon smartwatch, this will be one of the first results, and I'm going to check it out and see if it's actually a decent watch. For starters, this watch has some pretty good looking elements and some that aren't as great. The smartwatch has some buttons on the front that make it look like an Android phone from 2011. The back is just a blank piece of metal, so there's nothing too special there. On one side you'll find the power button, and on the other you'll find a charging port, which is a micro USB, and a speaker, which, while it's teeny, is alright. As you can see, there's quite a few apps on this watch, but some of them are useful and others aren't. To start off, we've got the Bluetooth app, which you can change the name of your smartwatch and all kinds of other stuff. And then you have the phone book, which will show all your contacts if you're paired with your iPhone. Right here you have a calls app to show your recent calls. And you have a BT Notice app, which will work with Android mostly. The BT Music app can sing with your phone and play music, and it sounds pretty bad, but not the worst. But let's listen. On this next page you have an alarm, so it probably doesn't work that well because the speakers suck. A calendar, which probably syncs with your phone. A calculator, which I'll go into later. And a sleep monitor, which I'm not sure about because I haven't used it. Alright, here's the calculator app. So it does work perfectly, but the buttons are a little hard to press because they're so small. And while I was reaching for the equals button to do 5 plus 5, I pressed 9 instead. The next app we have is settings, which for some reason every time you press it, it turns off the watch. And then you have to turn it back on again and press the settings button again. It can change some basic stuff. Anti-lock, which is pretty basic. Probably just an alarm if somebody right here we've got the special apps. First one is the barometer, which is supposed to tell the pressure and temperature. The temperature doesn't work, but the pressure kind of climbs until it hits the right pressure, and I'll show it compared to the iPhone in a second. So as you guys can see here, it's not that far off actually. I'm really surprised. If you could have one word to describe the altimeter, I guess you could say it sucks, but yeah, it's just terrible. The pedometer works when you swing your arm, so it's not the greatest pedometer. It doesn't really track very well. But you can set some settings and stuff, but it's just not the greatest. I wouldn't use it daily. And finally, the stopwatch. This is really crazy. The stopwatch is slow. Alright, I can set any time on this watch and it'll track perfectly. The time will be perfect with my iPhone, but the stopwatch doesn't work. Also, a little side note here that I didn't realize till later. The stopwatch doesn't go over a minute, so once you get to a minute on the stopwatch, it stops. Overall, for about $20, you do get what you're paying for this watch, and some of the features don't work. I guess some features would make it look like a dumb watch, like the stopwatch, but it is worth the money, you could say, and but if you are looking for a good smartwatch, then save your pennies and buy a better one than this. That's about all for this episode, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, leave a like, and if you want to see more content like this, subscribe. I usually upload tech videos on Tuesdays, Tech Tuesdays, but I was not around on Tuesdays, so yeah. And comment if you think this watch is good, and if you have one or bought one or something. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.